Male will be single-minded, but woman is good in multitask. I think multitask is very good in business, especially at the beginning when you have to do most of the work.
There is a saying that you are the average of the people surrounding you.
Yeah. Most important thing is to filter the feedback through you. It can be the destroy feedback. It destroy also your emotion.
You have to spend more time discovering yourself. Self is always the foundation. It is what you have. It is the resources that you can always use to cultivate, things in life.
So don't think, just move.
Xin chào mọi người, mình là Phương Linh và hiện tại mình đang là sinh viên năm 3 ngành marketing của Đại học Kinh tế Tài chính Thành phố Hồ Chí Minh. Dự định thì sau khi đại học của em thì không chỉ marketing mà em còn mong muốn mình có thể start up một cái cửa hàng nho nhỏ để mình có thể làm với những cái công việc yêu thích của mình như là bán phụ kiện hoặc là văn phòng thực phẩm. Thuận lợi thì em có thể biết mà lên một cái chiến dịch marketing như nào cho cái doanh nghiệp của mình và cách vận hành ra sao, cách post bài ra sao để mà thu hút tệp khán giả của mình. Và điểm yếu thì đó là em vẫn chưa biết cách vận hành doanh nghiệp ra sao để cho nó chỉnh chu hoặc là cái gì đó thiên về quản trị và bao quát hơn. Em nghĩ là sẽ thiên về chăm sóc da, chăm sóc sắc khỏe sức đẹp từ bên trong và lẫn cả bên ngoài, và chăm sóc về khuôn mặt của mình hoặc là chăm sóc về da tay của mình hoặc là body của mình. Đó là nhà phân phối họ sẽ lấy từ nhà máy sản xuất của các thương hiệu khác và họ phân phối lại cho các nhà bán lẻ, và từ đó các nhà bán lẻ sẽ đưa sản phẩm đến tay người tiêu dùng cuối cùng. Cái quan trọng nhất em nghĩ là sự kiên trì, bởi vì là trên con đường khởi nghiệp thì đương nhiên là nó sẽ không có mà trải dài hoa hồng để cho mình đi, nên chắc chắn sẽ có những vấp ngã và em nghĩ là những người chủ doanh nghiệp đó họ cần phải kiên trì. Ví dụ như là vấp ngã, họ sẽ nghĩ đó là bàn đạp để họ bước tiếp chứ không có bỏ cuộc hay dừng lại. Và tố chất tiếp theo em nghĩ đó chính là họ sẽ hiểu như thế nào là cách vận hành của một doanh nghiệp và có những kiến thức chuyên môn về kinh doanh để mà có thể vận hành doanh nghiệp. Em thấy là cả hai đều quan trọng, bởi vì là song song với việc kiến thức ở trên trường đại học cũng như là bậc cao học và trải nghiệm của họ mà họ từng vấp ngã trong các doanh nghiệp, và họ sẽ đúc kết được những cái kinh nghiệm sâu sắc để mà làm thế nào mình vận hành doanh nghiệp cho một cách thật là chỉnh chu và không mắc phải những sai lầm mà có trước đó của họ.
Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to another interview of Career Stories. So today we have a very special guest who is an entrepreneur, a businesswoman, and a person to me has done a lot of business on a global scale. So first of all, could you please introduce to people who are watching, who are you and what have you been doing in the business industry?
Hi, hello. My name is Huế. You can people normally call me Marina. So I have been in beauty industry for 8 years. So it's a long journey with a lot of obstacle and also opportunity. So I'm happy to be here to share with you more about my journey.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So let's just start talking about your journey of entrepreneurship. What is your company and what motivated you to start your own business 8 years ago?
From 8 years ago, I started my company with the name Luminous Beauty. So it means luminous from the inside out. So I really want to bring not only the products, but to bring the spirit for the women who love themselves from the inside to the outside. If I had to summarize my journey from 8 years, I would describe it into 3 steps: seed, sprout, and leaf. Seed is like a beginnings under the dark, try to be break to the south. So at the beginning stage, you will see a lot of difficulty. You cannot see the clear vision of your company. But the second stage is sprout, when you can break the soil to see the world, to see the light. You will see more opportunity to your career. And I think the final step is a leave stay will be normally 2 years from past until now, where I can taste more oxygen from the air. I can see the result from what I'm doing and working so hard for a long time.
That's great. That's a very great, visionary way to describe business over 8 years and through 3 stages.
Yeah.
So as you mentioned, at the beginning of your business journey or in the early stages of a business, business, you met a lot of difficulties and challenges. But what are they? What are they in specific? And how did you overcome them?
Yeah. Also, I am a distributor for cosmetics brand in Vietnam. The most difficulty is to find a good products. How you can find the good products, and then also these products, it should have the demand on the market. Even if you have a good market, good products, but the market doesn't need it. So it's really difficult for you to sell the products. So I think I'm lucky. I find a good product, good partner with, I think the most important things in business to find a partner with the same ethics and use. So you can roll business with them and they can go through with you by years. So my first distributor worked with me for 5 years.
Yeah. So, but I am curious, how did you know that a product is a good product? Like, for example, because I assume when you go to an exhibitions, there are thousands and thousands of products. And, and every exhibitor tell you good things about a product.
Yeah.
And so how do you know, or how do you instinctively feel that this is the product I want?
That's a really good question. I like it. So, I want to share more about my background. Actually, my background in marketing. So a good product has to speak for itself at the experience first. So the good product should have the good packaging. Yeah, for beauty industry, it's really important to have the product with good packaging. The products have to be sold by itself. It means when a customer looking at the product, they will see, oh, it's the product that I want. I don't need to be marketing a lot for this product anymore. The second thing, I think, of course, the quality of products. And quality is the thing that you have to buy, to test, to get feedbacks from more people.
You already talking about being in the business, doing business as a female. So as a female in the cosmetic or the beauty industry, I assume there are a lot of competitions. So have you, as a female, as a woman, faced any unique challenges compared to your male counterparts or your male competitors?
So I think in business, male or females doesn't matter. So on a business you see in the world, in beauty, in orders, industries, there are also a male and females. I a CEO, is a successful woman. So most important thing I see is you have to live with your core value. You have to build your company with core values. And I think that will be your that will be make your companies different from others and make you be survive in the market. So I don't see it's any challenging compared to male counterparts. So male will be single-minded, but woman is good in multitask. I think multitask is very good in business, especially at the beginning when you have to do most of the work at the beginning.
That's great. But you were talking about your core value, like, you have to leave your company or you have to do all the kind of business with your core value. Yeah. So what is your core values? Not about your company, but like yourself, your life.
I think I am a person that really curious about the world. And my core values is curiosity. So curiosity leads me to answer all of the question and overcome all of the obstacle. Because if I stay and know new things, no obstacle, I will get bored. So I really think that my core values is I love facing the obstacle. I love dealing with difficulty. And when I can answer it, I can pass it, I'm really happy.
You let curiosity lead you along the way.
Yeah.
But have you ever faced some kind of criticism or like, specific failures that, that made you really struggle or had a hard time during 8 years?
Of course, during 8 years, they view a lot of criticism about you. People will like you, people don't like you. I think most important things is to filter the feedback through you. It can be a helpful feedback, constructive feedbacks, but it can be the destroy feedback. It destroy also your emotion. So it really have to be nourish your souls, your mind, keep your core values going, and don't be affected by so many people around you. I think some people say it, successful women have their own way. So I really believe that if you really believe in something, you see it is a good way. So the world will support you. Will bring you more people, bring you good products, and bring you good connection. From 8 years ago, I'm not scared of anything because I'm really young. I have nothing to lose. I start my business with only 100 million VND. So it's really small in this beauty industry. I have really drive to be successful with this. If I fail to climb the mountain one, I can climb up 10 times more.
But could you tell me one specific failure, one specific setback, that made you feel really struggle and you still remember it till today?
I think if I look back through the 8 years, I think one of my setback is choosing the wrong partner. So I would choose quickly to choose the partner to distribute the product to Vietnam. Would I not really sit down and talk with them about business ethics, about how you build the products and how your long-term and future with the products. I see the products. I so quickly to import it to Vietnam to sell. And lately, when they find order want to do, they distribute to so many people. So then I stopped to distribute its products. So I think this is one of my failure. I think, but it's also give me a really good lesson for later on when I choose partner. I have to choose wise, slowly but choose wisely.
So you are talking about choosing a business partner. What do you look for in an ideal business partner? How do you instinctively know that this is a good partner or this is a potential partner? Especially first time meeting in a foreign country and don't have much time to discuss.
Firstly, I will look at the brand story. How they make the brand, what is the story behind the brand. Secondly, I will talk with the CEO of the brand, how they love their products. Through the eye and through the conversation, we can see how they really love the products and how they invented the product to treat what kind of disease or what kind of problem of the skin. And lately, we need time to see how they support you through the problem. Yeah, only born relationship you build through the problem. Yeah, they can live with you when you sell really well, but will they support you when you have problem?
And as we're talking about beauty industry, there are so many different kinds of business. But why? What made you decide to venture into beauty industry and as a distributor?
I think the change to join to this market and beauty industry was about 10 years ago. When I worked for a clinic chain and my CEO, she is a surgeon and she is really busy for her work. So I have to take care all of the international partner come from all over the world to train about the machine and the products. So it's giving me really open my eye about how the beauty industry will be going. And I love to bring good products for women. The more they beauty, the more they feel confident about themselves. And it will bring opportunities for them about job, about traveling, about many things in life. So there was a time with the COVID-19. Yeah, so one of the brand I'm distributing were stop supply to me. So because they are running out of raw material to keep manufacture the products again. So I have no product to sell. And with that time I'm pregnant and I have my baby was born. So but I'm not stopped. Normally with COVID-19, people stay at home and I have a baby to take care. I will stop. But I think if I stop, I cannot come back to the market. So, I find a job. So I work against, I like employees. Yeah. So, but it's really good. I really thank you to that choice because last time I also learned a lot from that company. So when I back to business, I find new friends, I bounce up hires.
So how do you think women nowadays, whether they are doing business or not, how do you think they can better support each other? So I understand like the foundation of, the support, the foundation of a community is that each individual has a very strong sense of themselves. Yes, I agree. How do you think that individuals can better connect with each other and support, the collective growth? Especially you as an entrepreneur, have you ever thought about that?
That's a good idea, really. So I think to be like that, we have to find someone have the same mindset as you to build the communities, which I think is really difficult nowadays because more people are really busy with their business also. So, and also in Vietnam, I see people not really care about the art and care about nourish their minds, their souls. So if I think to bring women together, I think let's come from with the art, come from with something that nourish women minds, women's soul, like flower workshop, like candy workshop, like sharing experience about about how do you overcome obstacle.
That is great. So basically, as a young woman myself, hearing about flowery workshops, I am already interested. So I think it's definitely a great way to, connect people. So again, as a woman, because I still believe that women and men are born very differently, genetically, physically.
Yes.
So we have a lot of different characteristics. So
really.
you now, as a woman doing business, an entrepreneur, having a lot of things to manage, how do you balance the emotional demands of running a business and with your personal life between them? How do you try to balance these roles?
Really, it's difficult. It's really hard to balance a business life and your personal life. But what I learned in the Europe and in my partners in other countries is you have to enjoy every moment that you can't. Even on your work, even from your personal life, you have to enjoy what you do. For me, like I also enjoy washing dishes, cleansing the house, because during that time my mind don't think about the work. I focus really on the house work. Or at work, I will be enjoy what I'm designing the work, taking photo of the products, or I really enjoy the deep talk with friends or with my partner. I think in Vietnam, most people don't really enjoy their summer holidays in really in the meaningful way, in minimal, in real way. What I say, because in the Europe country, people will work hard, but they really will spend their summer holiday at least 3 to 4 weeks to enjoy, to connect with family, to see the beach, to climb to the mountain. So what I learned is you have to balance your minds and balance your words, because you cannot work for all of the year, for every day, 365 days a year. So you have to spend time for yourselves, for keeping your minds more peaceful. Yeah, so that you will go back, you have more energy to work and to be more creative in work.
From the young Hui to the Hui now.
Okay, like let's say 20s. Okay.
Yeah, the 20
Okay.
Hui,
Okay.
the 20-year-old Hui, and the Hui right now.
Yeah.
What is one achievement that you say you are most proud of, and why?
I think most what I'm making proud is my business. Actually, I built it from 0 until now. For most people, it will take few years, really. For me, it takes a year. It's a lot, but a lot of time, meaning you also learn a lot and you will be mature more than people. Some people, they are successful very quick, but they also fail. But I really believe that in my business, my core values and my vision in this beauty industry, I will be overcome any obstacle, any new challenging coming.
Wrapping up today's interview, let's talk about your vision or your plan for the future. What are you hoping to, achieve in the future in terms of your business and in terms of your personal life?
In terms of my business, of course, I want to bring more brand, more good products to my customer. They already have trust in me. And for my personal life, I think I have to try to balance my life better. So I'm a workaholic. For me, work is survival. Sometimes I work a lot, day to night. I do not spend a lot of time for my family. So I think I had to learn to balance my life better.
For me, I always think of life as a scale, so you have two sides. So for me, it's better to keep these two as balanced as possible, to make sure that it's sustained and we keep having the motivation to move forward.
Yes.
So that was your plan for the future. But if you can tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
I think if I had to, back to the past and tell my youngster's life, I think you had to be vision your plan better. In the past, I am a person don't think, just move, and I moved really work really fast. I don't have time to think, but I think the more now, as you young, you have to be take your time to think of yourself, what you really need, and to vision clearly what you want for the upcoming years. Because when you have already set your dream, your target, and your plan, and it really makes you happy.
One key thing that I totally agree with you is that you have to spend more time discovering yourself.
Yeah.
Because I think self is always the foundation. It is what you have. It is the resources that you can always use to cultivate, things in life. So if you, for example, if you don't really understand what you want, what you don't want, then I think it's going to be more difficult for you to build things outside of yourself.
Yes.
For example, business.
Yeah. But if you just close the door, inside the door you think, you won't have the answer. You have to expose yourself to the world, meeting more people, especially the older one. They will give you the advice, really good advice for you to open your mind. So don't afraid to be failure. don't afraid to be criticized or to talk with older person than you, because if you can be friends with good people and smart people, you will be like them soon.
Definitely. You know, there is a saying that you are the average
Yeah.
of the people surrounding you.
Yep.
So I think that's true.
Yes.
So now you have already told something to your younger self, but are there any advice that you specifically want to younger generations? Like, for example, those who are studying business or those who interested in starting their own business as well.
What are my advice to the younger entrepreneurs, business, or female in general is, I think, women in Vietnam, capable of anything. Same as women in all the world, in Europe country, even they have the better education, but inside our instinct and our right is always really good and really same as order. And even we are come from the different background, but we have so many years in life to proving that you can change your life. Yeah. So as a woman, my good advice is really believe in you. Yeah. In family, sometimes, or your relative, people will say, you cannot do that, but just forget it. You believe in you. You believe in, you can do it. And if you dream and you dream big, your dream can be 100. Even though you cannot reach 100, you reach to 90. It's already perfect. Yeah. Nothing can be perfect, but as long as you try and you set a really big dream, I think during the time, during the experience to reach your dream will be really exciting moment from you. So really my advice for young entrepreneurs is to start your business soon. You only can find your real passion when you do it. If you think too much and you don't do, you won't see that how it's good. So don't think, just move. Okay, I think I will ask you, so what you make you really happy at your young age?
Okay. So what makes me happy at a young age? To me, there's something, my core value, something, it doesn't have to make me happy, but it makes me feel I am alive. And that is, I am growing. I'm growing to me is that I know one day I'm going to shed this skin. You know, I'm going to change into a different person, which is very different from the old Lynn. But to me, that's life. And you can think of it as a butterfly. You know, butterfly goes through a lot of transformations, you know, to a cocoon, to a butterfly. It takes time. It takes pain for the butterfly. But it's very beautiful. And maybe in each phase, it doesn't last long. But for me, that's the beauty of life. Because you keep changing. You keep bringing in new things for life. And, you know, when things pass by, people don't remember how long you survived. But people may remember how beautiful you are. And to me, that's what makes me happy. And what's make me want to continue growing and doing new things.
Yeah, I really understand. But for me, I think during the time when you're young, there is a time that you should spend more time to traveling and to meet people, and don't think about money. Don't think about, rowing too much, really, because we have so many years upcoming. So you can learn later on. So now I think enjoy the moment that you have, enjoy the connection with friends, and enjoy really the simple things, every single small thing in life. Yeah. Because when you old, you have family, you have kids, you won't have time for you to enjoy little things. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So that is also the end of today's interview. Thank you very much for your watching. And actually, as Miss Hue is also a businesswoman. We also interviewed Ha An, who was a businesswoman as well, and she literally transformed from an English graduate. So I'm gonna leave a link to the description to that video so you guys can watch it. Or if you are interested in business major, then you can watch the video interviewing Johannes from Germany. That's it for today, and thank you very much. Thank you for your time, and I hope to see you in the future, maybe in another phase of me.
Thank
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.